And if anyone knows where the Rocky Mountains, Banff, Lake Louise, or ever heard of the Calgary Stampede, that's kind of where I'm planted at. So we're super excited to have you all join us. And I'm just going to really hand it over to Vicki and John down.
Oops.
Oh, can you still hear me?
Now we can. Yes, yes.
Did you hear me the entire time, or was I just chatting to myself?
We could hear you. We could hear. And I only muted you for a second.
Okay. So again, I just want to welcome John and Vicki Downing, who are great friends of mine. I've known them for about 5 years. And you guys, they have such a great amount of knowledge. They have a heart filled with helping others. And that's really what this entire company is all about. So I am blessed to have them as my leaders and blessed to have them share with all of you guys all about Neora. So welcome, John and Vicki.
Thank you, Deb. Oh gosh, good morning, good evening, everyone. For us, it is morning, and we're excited to jump on again because you know what? Neora is blowing up in Asia, but all over the globe. And we couldn't be happier to be with all of you guys today. Yes, we've known Deb now, gosh, we were talking like 4 or 5 years because of Neora. We never would have met if it weren't for Neora. I was up there doing a training in Canada, and I met Deb for the first time. So welcome, whoever invited you. I know there's a lot of different people that invited on to this Zoom. So we're excited for you. I know also though, in things like this, we can be skeptical. I know I was skeptical. So sometimes I like to address the elephant in the room. Let's just be real. Is this another one of those things? And that was me. A friend shared Neora with me. 1 bottle of night cream, gave it to me, had me try it. I noticed that my skin felt different. I didn't see a change in wrinkles necessarily, but I did notice that my texture felt better immediately. But I was so skeptical that I let that cloud my vision of what I could possibly do with the business side. And I actually gave the bottle back and said, no, thank you. And I didn't even take a look for another 4 months. It took me, my friend, just gently dripping on me for 4 months. So I don't know, I don't want that to be you at all. Please, have an open mind. Listen to what we have to say. Of course, you're going to have a ton of questions, and that's healthy. That's great. We want you to. But then get back to the person that invited you. I know for me, if it weren't for this guy right here, John, my husband of 31 years now, wow, of 31 years, he's the one who said, Vic, I think we've got our hands on something really special. We need to do this. And I'm going to have him explain a little bit more about that.
Yeah, Vic, actually, when she said she was kind of skeptical, she was very, very skeptical. But when she saw the information on the business, she was pretty excited about that. And she told me about it. And then we talked for a short period of time, and I could see the excitement in what she was explaining to me. And we didn't hesitate from that point. We just thought, yeah, this makes sense. Why would we pass this up? Many times when you see a great opportunity, that's half the battle, right? The other half of the battle is really just taking action and getting involved and really running with it. And that's what we did. Then we decided, yeah, this makes sense. This is what we've been waiting for. It's really what we've been praying for. But Vic didn't tell you was we've had a conventional business, a brick and mortar, old school business, so to speak. And things have changed, and thank goodness we don't have that anymore because it's just a bunch of headaches. But we wanted a business. We wanted a business we could run from home. We wanted something. Well, we wanted everything that this ended up being, and I'm so glad that we didn't hesitate. That we just ran with it.
Yeah, so let's jump in. Let's jump into the opportunity part, the products and the business. You guys are going to see both. So better with Neora. I think you're going to be thrilled about the next slide. Dun, dun. Since our focus on this specific Zoom is the Philippine Islands, there's your flag, and we are so excited that Neora is in the Philippines, but not just the Philippines. All over the globe. And we know Filipino people love to travel, right? And friends, family are all over the globe. So you can actually grow your business globally just with the friends that you know. So this slide here really briefly talks about, why would you even look at something like this? Why now? Well, globally, this industry of e-commerce is 4.1 trillion. And if you Google trillion, that's a lot of zeros. We could be very wealthy, each one of us, with just a tiny percentage of that. So you want to be in a rich space, and that's where we sit with beauty and wellness. They're the top of the products that are marketed online that people want. Okay, so that's something to really think about. Side gigs, like John just said, side gigs, that's the wave of the future. Our brick and mortar business doesn't work now. And so it would be closed down. And so honestly, online is the way to go. I think this number, they're showing Australia and New Zealand because actually the Philippine Islands falls under the funnel of Australia. So your products will ship from Australia direct to you. It's amazing that way, but that's why they put those numbers. But I know this number in the Philippine Islands would probably be 70, 80% have a side gig or plan to. Oops, next slide. We always have fun with that. All right, cool. So Jeff Olson, you do want to be part of a company that has integrity, that has a track record of success. How many companies have you see them be a flash in the pan? They come and go, right? They're here for a couple of years. You get all excited, and maybe you've been a part of one of those, and now it's gone, right? How sad is that? Well, Jeff Olson has been in this industry over 30 years. He wrote the book, The Slight Edge. You see that there. He's a best-selling author. That book was not about Neora. It was all about being successful in your life, in all areas of your life, and of course, business. And do you know that so many entrepreneurs read that book, and we've had teams from countries, Sweden was an example, a whole team joined of hundreds and hundreds, and turned out to be thousands of people in Sweden because of the book. A couple of them had read it, and they said, you know what, if he's the CEO of Neora, I'm all in. We're also all about happiness. You'll see that with our culture later. We know that happiness is the precursor to success. And then on the right-hand side, you see Inc. magazine. That's a U.S. company that tracks U.S. privately held companies. And Inc. ranked us #1. You see that there. You cannot get better than that. And also in our first 5 years, we did 1.5 billion globally. We did 100 million in our first year with one product in one country. And I always point back to that because you don't have success like that if you don't have a quality product and great leadership. Because we have a money-back guarantee. If the product didn't work, right, people would have returned it. Use some common sense, right? People would have returned it. We never would have had that 100 million in sales. And then, of course, the Direct Sales Association, that's the watchdog of the industry. Of course, we're a part of that. Many companies are not. So be careful when you're checking out companies. Make sure they're part of the DSA. And we're ranked there the last 3 years running top 20. People are talking about us. This is so exciting. We're not paying for these advertisements in these magazines. Instead, friends are handing another friend a bottle, then hands it to another friend who tells another friend about it, and an editor of these magazines winds up with the product, uses it, loves it, chooses it as the editor's choice, and we're winding up in all these magazines. We've been in health and fitness, you guys. We've been in so wellness as well, but of course, beauty. So everyone's talking, and actually, that's where Neora gets the marketing dollars to pay all of us. We are truly the marketing arm of Neora. Instead of paying some celebrity that probably doesn't even use the product, or some influencer that doesn't use the product on Instagram, right? They're just showing it to get the money. They pay us. So that's where the money comes from. And really, I know John and I, when we were looking at this, we saw this as a legacy income for our family. Even before it happened, now it has become a legacy for our family. But at the time we thought, wow, this is something that I want our daughter to be a part of. We want our son to be a part of. And then that would pass on to their grandchildren and so on and so on. But you have to have a company that has a vision, that has integrity. And so that the 3 pillars really of our company is authenticity, it's character, and we give back. So you guys will realize that over time, that that's exactly what we do. Everything's based on science, real results. We are authentic, almost authentic, maybe to a fault. We make mistakes and we don't care. We're human beings and no one's better than anyone else. Everyone can have success here. You don't need a special degree. You don't need any degree. And that's what I love. It's just your entrepreneurial, go get it spirit. And here's our products. We've got skincare. I'll focus on the middle because that was our original products, was just skincare. We now also have wellness products in the Philippines. So the probiotic that you see is in orange. That's right now just available in Singapore, but hopefully soon it'll be coming into the Philippines. But the green box on the right, EHT, our brain health supplement, is incredible. We'll talk about that. That's from our Princeton University laboratory. Something to really take note if you're taking notes, write down Signum Biosciences. That's our Princeton Lab, and they've given us the global distribution rights of all of their molecules that they currently have in skincare and wellness in the future. Sorry, our dog gets excited too when we do these Zooms, if you hear him in the background. And then our hair products. Holy smokes, I do want to stop the share for a second so you guys can see. Now, this is John. These are John's before and after products. Pictures of our hair care. So, and Tank is saying, yeah. So there is his before. Excuse the dots. Again, real. That was just my printer making a bunch of dots. That's his before. This is his after. So what this product is doing, it's bringing back the pigment at the root. So at the root level, if you know someone, I know John's sister has had gray hair since she was in her 20s, since she was 19. John is half Japanese. And so I know that's a big struggle for the Asians, right? And so also fullness and holding a curl. So anyway, incredible results with this hair care product. It was available for a split second, like a nanosecond for you guys. It's sold out within hours. So that shows you the power of our name, Neora, the power of our products, because people have already come to know that our products work better than anything else out there. So the minute we drop in a new product like the hair care, it sells out like that. So when it comes available again, it will in for you guys. You better jump on it. Same with our firming cream, and we will go back to that too, because now I'm going to show you a couple of pictures of our skincare and even talk more about the EHT. All right, so one too far. Okay, so this center, well, to the right of VS, this night cream bottle right here. That is the bottle I was given by my friend that I told you in the beginning, and I used it. I felt the change already happening, and I gave it back because I thought, oh, no. And I was happy with another company. That was really my struggle. So if those of you are happy, maybe you're at another company, you know, stay there. Stay there. If you work a typical corporate job, you can do this on top of that. And I think that's something I didn't realize that could be done. This is very part-time, spare time in the beginning. But that night cream bottle, back to the product, replaces multiple products. So we are actually cutting out the clutter, helping your friends and family, people you know, save money with natural botanical products that actually work. And we have this piece here that I love so much. We give back to charity. How many of you guys, you know, you really think about that before you buy something from somebody? It makes a difference if they are giving back and you want to purchase from them. Well, that's Neora as well. So here's some more of the before and afters, incredible results. I don't even need to talk about them. You can see the difference. Most of these are 90 days or less. So it's not instantaneously, right? But if you got these results, wouldn't you be happy in 90 days? Absolutely. Here's the firming cream right here. This is for anyone and everyone. Men use it too. It mostly women think about it because of cellulite, but this sells out every year and it's available to you guys when we started, we didn't have it. So, and Canada too, I know Deb might speak to that. They were dying to get Firm, and they really just had the night and the day for quite a while. So when they got Firm, it was a done deal. So here is some more pictures. Look, 19 days. Doesn't she look refreshed? She's super young, but look at the pigmentation change with this botanical product. Look over here, the pore size is less. How about this one? If this was your father or grandfather, wouldn't you be happy? Wouldn't he be happy that you told him about this clean, no dirty ingredients product, right? And then our eye serum actually does have a molecule that works quickly, works within a few minutes. So that's what's happened here. And you know, men, it happens to be our favorite the men's favorite product is eye serum. EHT is our brain health supplement. I'm going to go quickly through these slides, but I did want to focus on this one. This shows the Princeton Lab, and Dr. Jeffrey Stock is a practicing or is that the right word, practicing? He's actually a current professor at Princeton now. And he has a the Signum Biosciences laboratory out of Princeton. So actually, he's done incredible research with his son and many, many other scientists to develop molecules from botanicals that can help us all. So EHT, talk to the brand partner who shared this Zoom with you. Even if you decide the business side isn't for you, you want to get your hands on this. We take it. My mother's 82. She was having memory and focus issues, you can imagine, at that age. Many of you maybe have relatives in the same boat. She's had a 180-degree turnaround. Can't make any medical claims, you guys, but she was repeating herself, not remembering her grandkids, and now she is. I know, gosh, there's so many stories of people giving EHT to their children, and they're getting better test scores in school because of the focus. And also, I know Deb has some feedback from some of her brand partners in the Philippine Islands that because the vegetables and some of the quality of the ingredients isn't so great, that her people are taking EHT because that's giving them the nutrients, just doing great things for their immune system. And that's what EHT does as well. And they won't go a day without it. Here's some sales. Just know we constantly have sales throughout the globe. We've talked about Canada. We've talked about, oh no, we haven't. Mexico and Colombia down here has a sale on the Firm. Europe just sold the Firm out. So guys, it's so exciting. You've got to hear about the business side. And here's John to take that away.
Yeah, thank you, Vicki. So anyways, like Vic said a minute ago, that this may not be for everyone. The business may not be for everyone, and it may not be, and that's okay. But I think it's like our obligation to share this with you because it's changed our life, and it's changed so many lives of people that we know. Because just by adding another stream of income into a household, what it can do to that family, and it's a great thing. So we always feel like this is a big part of it. This is probably the best product that Neora has to offer is their business opportunity. And so you can tell, you've seen it, business is evolving. It's changed so much over the last 10 years. It's going to change in the future. Business will be different 5-10 years from now. And what's nice is that Neora is on the forefront of that whole thing, that whole movement. They always keep ahead of it. With that e-commerce platform, the fact that we leverage social media, we've eliminated all the clutter in the middle. And when I say we, I'm talking about the company Neora has eliminated that clutter in the middle, and that clutter in the middle is basically the middleman. And like Vic was saying earlier, when she was talking about how all the magazines are talking about us and all those publications, generally how that happens is through middlemen. It happens through influencers, advertisers, things that cost money. So that money, instead of going to those influencers and advertisers and distribution, it comes to us, and that's why they can pay us so well. And we have Neora has such a lucrative compensation plan that we can make some decent money by just sharing a great product and a great business opportunity. And how to get started, it's kind of 3 simple steps. Really, just 2. What you want to do is you first want to register. You can do that online, and then you just pick the pack that you want. And we'll go over the choices in the packs in a little bit here. And then the next thing you want to do is you want to set up your website. And when I say set up your website, you're not building a website, you're not hosting the website, you're not paying anyone for it. It's included with your business startup. And basically what that is Neora has a very professional website with a shopping cart. All that is already handled for you. It doesn't cost you anything. And then after that, then you're just plugged into the globe. You can have a worldwide business. which is great because now when we're asleep, our business is still growing because someone somewhere in the world is operating their business while we're sleeping too. And here's how you get started. You can get started for less than $30. In fact, in Australia, it's 27 Australian dollars. And of course, that's all converted into your pesos. So it's converted all over the world. So that's really nice. You don't have to worry about any of that. And with that startup cost, that's where you're getting your website. That's where you're getting all the marketing materials. That's where you're getting your business rolling. And that startup cost isn't a monthly cost. That's one and done. That's how you get started once. And here are the 3 packs. And Vic and I got started with the one on the far right, the Ultimate Holistic Pack, because when we saw this business, we saw it as a true business. We didn't see it as a hobby. We saw it as a business because we wanted some extra money for the household, another source of income, if you will. And so when we did that, we thought, you know what? Let's get started the fastest way. The best way to get started is with the Ultimate Holistic Pack. And you can see the price there. It is expensive, but you're getting a lot of product. And that's what our business is built on, is sharing product. So you have more product to share. So in other words, you have more employees, you have more product on your shelves, so to speak. Could you imagine opening a store and having empty shelves? It wouldn't make any sense. So that's kind of how we started our business. But the next one over, the Holistic Value Pack, the one in the middle, it's less product, it's less money. You're still going to be off to a great start. And then the far left over there is the Skin Essentials Pack. And that's the fewest products, also the least amount of money, but it does include our flagship product, which was the night cream. That was the one product that we had in the United States. In that very first year, we did over $100 million in sales. That's amazing. And just so you know here, we won't go through this whole sheet, but just so you know that we have a plan for everyone to make money. Anybody can do this. And we have a plan here. We can just fill in those lines with people that you know, and that can earn you an extra, and we can show a minimum of 900. A minimum, and that's monthly income, month after month after month. And then we also have a lot of incentives as you build your business. It's not just about just business and no fun. It's about a lot of fun because you're meeting great people from all over the world. You'll end up with friendships that you would never have had with people throughout the globe. And then the company sends you on incentive trips. You can see there, these pictures are people that have earned that incentive trip. And if you think, well, gosh, I don't think I can do it, look at the picture on the bottom right. Look how many people are in that picture. And it's not probably everybody that came up for the picture. Those are all the people that won the last incentive trip. And then they also have a car program to where your car payment is made for you. And that all this happens early on in the business. It's not the top people only that have it. It's people you can get started, and within just a few months, you can have that car bonus. And this is really important to me because we have great product, we have a great founder and CEO, but what makes that company sustainable, and it has been because Neora's been around for over 9 years now, or about 9 years now, is training and support, ongoing training and support. And how it's done in Neora is a lot of it's done online, so that you can do it and you can weave it into your busy lifestyle. Because Jeff Olson realizes that people have full-time jobs, they have families, they have friends, they have other activities, they're busy. So it doesn't take up all of your time. You can weave it in. So no matter how busy you are, you can weave in Neora into your lifestyle.
And honestly, we want you to hear from Deb herself. She brings so much credibility to Neora. She's a nurse, practicing nurse still to this day, Deb. So I would love to turn it over to you so everybody can hear your story.
Thank you guys. I've listened to, obviously, Neora presentations, and as we listen, we're just still like, wow, look at that, right? And it's been 4.5 years, and you guys, I gotta just tell you a funny little story. First of all, this is my friend Mary Ann. Everyone, Mary Ann, I have a heart. First of all, I'm just going to be totally honest and real here. I have a heart for my Filipino friends because we have a daughter with disabilities, and they're our family, right? Like, I am so close to all of my Filipino friends, and we've had caregivers for the last 5 years. So my heart goes out to all of you. I love seeing your faces here, and I just want to let you know that, I guess. So I started with Neora 4.5 years ago, and I was just telling a friend last night, I was working evening shifts. I work in the cardiovascular ICU, and I was just telling a friend last night how I look back and I think, wow, 4.5 years ago, I would never have guessed this is where my life would be. And it just goes to show you guys is that if you're going to learn one thing, is you have no idea what lies beyond what you don't know, right? And beyond the fears or the questions or the doubts or whatever. And I think I related that a lot to myself last night, because I was super skeptical. I'm a nurse, and we're a little bit skeptical as it is. And then I'm a mom of 3 and 1 with complex disability. So I was even more skeptical, to be honest with you. And I did not have time either. I was not looking for something to add to my plate at all. And I didn't do these businesses, you guys. So I guess where I'm going with that is that, you know, I started one day. I just took that leap. I took a step of faith. And what that has done for me, you guys, is that not only do I love the products, and they work. I mean, I used to even myself question as more would come out. I would think, do they really work? Do they really work? And you guys, they work. I have no doubt about that. And we don't have to sell them, which is what I love more than anything, is that we literally just share them, right? We give them to someone to try, or we give them the information, or we get them on a Zoom like this. And it's truly about, if you're coming from a place of caring about people, you will do well in this business, because it has to come from your heart, and it has to be about helping others, right? And so if you always come from that perspective, people are going to want our products and want the opportunity, because who doesn't want to help someone, right? That's the best gift we could have, is to help someone, whether it be in their health, whether it be in their skincare or their hair care or the business opportunity. It doesn't matter. It's not for us to judge, just as long as we help someone, right? And so, you know, I hear myself even talking, you guys, right now, and I think, wow, how I have changed as a person, how I have grown. And that is a gift in of itself. And if I didn't get my business to grow, or if I didn't, you know, have more customers, or if I didn't make all these trips, which have been phenomenal, and the car payment is phenomenal, and the extra income is phenomenal, and it's allowed me to be at home with my family, which is where I want to be. But if I didn't have that, I'd still be so thankful and grateful, because it's changed who I am. And so I just say to you, you know what, take a look, find out more information from whoever's invited you. I am so thrilled for Jelly, and I just can't wait to get her running, and her team. And yeah, so I mean, thanks again, John and Vicki, for having us, and for always showing up every single morning for everyone. We have more support here, you guys, than anywhere else that I can imagine.
Oh, thanks, Deb. I see Francis clapping. I see everybody clap. That was phenomenal. Yay. I know. We've got a lot of new brand partners on this Zoom today, as well as guests. So, you know, just want to give a shout out to each and every one of you for being on here. Jelly, yes, Jelly signed up yesterday, and she's in Macau, you guys. She's of Filipino descent, but she's living in Macau. So this just shows you can be everywhere, anywhere, and share. And I couldn't agree more, Deb. You know, it's like drop the mic. You know, we don't have anything else to say. We're gonna wrap it up. You know, let's all plug into the next Zoom. I know we have one Saturday, but we may have more. So reach out if you want us to keep doing more. This is exciting. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.